recoupment.
So do you agree with that though?
What?
With the
Well,
math.
I mean, I don't know if I don't think that I really care for the idea of a 360 deal. You know, I don't want you in every aspect of what I'm doing.
Well, okay, so, but I'm just saying because you gave a description of the.
Well,
leverage.
no, I'm just saying, trying to explain that to people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm giving it an analogy. You know, like if trying to understand what we mean by that in terms of recoupment and payment. It really is, largely based on your reputation. If you have,
True.
Again,
but
so for
really,
people who don't really understand, that's why I was trying to, I was liking it to credit. Because I know some of y'all out there are paying way too much for a car because you wanted to drive around that Mercedes, but you got bad credit, so your car note is $600.
So it's messier. Right?
Exactly.
But who, like, for example, I was going through, when you have a chance to go through the streaming numbers, right?
Yes.
And I'm going through the streaming numbers, and there's two streaming rates. There's a rate for if you're a signed artist, and there's a streaming rate if you're unsigned.
Okay, and how big a difference are they?
It's a little considerable.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little bit considerable. What I have, the numbers I have in this is the unsigned, but you have the signed figures. And I'm like, okay, shouldn't the unsigned get the higher number though of the price for the stream?
Because there's nobody else that they should be paying back.
Well, right.
Right, there's
But
no
I'm just
deal.
saying
Like,
that
if I'm unsigned, then nobody else. This is me. I did this, so I should be. Whereas, yes, no, I agree.
But you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if Jay-Z is coming in with the leverage,
Right.
does he really need all that leverage?
Well, I think to some extent, yes, because it's Jay-Z. So you might see this unsigned person,
I agree.
and unless they catch you, unless this unsigned artist catches you in that first 5-10 seconds, you're probably gonna skip that. Whereas it's Jay-Z, and new Jay-Z, you're gonna like it. You're gonna restream it. You're gonna play it again.
Yeah. So, but that's my point. He already has that notoriety.
Right, but that's what gets the spins in a lot of cases. I play I have playlists. So I'm playing essentially the songs that I chose that I want to hear. It's not playing new stuff. I don't get me wrong, I listen to new stuff, but when I'm in my car, I'm listening to what I chose. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm streaming the stuff that sounds good to my ear. I'll add some new stuff when I hear new things, but essentially this is my playlist. So these people on here are getting those streams, and a lot of them are people who have been established, who I've known as artists all of this time. So I know that I can trust this. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I can trust this artist to deliver something that I'm going to want to play again and again. Okay. Whereas this new artist, if I don't know you, you got 10 seconds to pull me in before I hit that forward button.
Okay. Well, I feel the streaming number should just be equal across the board.
That would make more sense.
Because
that would make
someone
more sense.
who's
Because
a
everybody
no-name,
is putting in the same
how
work.
much streams are they actually going to get? Really? They're not going to get the 200,000-300,000 streams to make the minimum monthly wage that you're going to get. They're probably going to get 20 or 30 streams or So already you're saying, okay, because you're not going to get this amount, we're going to kind of make it a little bit lower for you.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that
so
it would
it's
make
sort
more
of
sense
like,
for it to be
it's kind of
an equal. So the current statutory rate, mechanical royalty rate for physical recordings and permanent digital downloads is 9.1% for recordings of a song 5 minutes or less, and $1.75 per minute or fraction thereof for those over 5 minutes. So hold up, where's the numbers for streaming?
Oh, it's on the other side.
Okay. Streaming companies, approximate minimum monthly wage is $14.72 for unsigned artists. So Napster is what is that? 0.19? No, that's not even
That's less than
1%. That's
Right.
less than 1% per stream or play.
Yeah.
So you need 90,000 plays to make the monthly minimum wage of $14.72. So for an unsigned artist, your song needs to be streamed 90,000 times in order for you to make $1,400. Holy crap. All right. Now, Spotify. Wait, we'll go to that one less because, oh my God. All right. Tidal. Tidal is actually, that's probably the best one. Wait. Yes. Tidal might be the best one.
I think Napster is the highest.
Yeah, okay.
But,
okay. So Tidal is 0.011. So it's again still
it's
less
still
than
good.
percent.
It's still good.
Less than 8%, or 130,000 plays. Apple Music means that theirs is a 0.0064 per stream, which means that you have to have your song needs to play 230,000 times in a month.
Yeah.
To make $1,400.
Yep.
That is that's sad. Okay, so then in Apple, okay, Google Play, Deezer, Spotify is you'd have to have. That's oh my God, 380,000 plays. You need to know.
You feeling my pain?
190,000 people to play your song twice in order for you to make $1,472.
It's hectic out here.
That is terrible.
It's hectic, man. It's hectic. Like an indie artist, so what are they gonna do?
So what do you suggest that they do? I mean, like, there are
ways to go around it. I mean, it's just that this is the numbers.
What are the ways to go around it? Because I mean, what's in order to, so if I have, I could just be selling my stuff, on Apple Music and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But and then whatever, like if I sold my album if I put together an album and I sold it on Apple Music, then I'm getting what percentage of those sales? Not 100%.
It depends on what deal you have with your aggregator.
Okay, and an aggregator is the conduit to help you distribute your music globally through digital stores and streaming platforms. So an example of an aggregator would be
TuneCore, CD Baby,
okay,
The Orchard, DistroKid is like the latest one that
DistroKid, I've heard.
They're on DistroKid.
And CD Baby.
So because we can't get on to Apple Music directly, so you got to go through the conduits. And I think CD Baby might be the best one in terms of the long, when you look at it the long way, because when you pay that initial money, you don't really pay CD Baby again to keep your stuff in the system.
Mm-hmm.
TuneCore, you got to pay something annually. I think the others, they have like an annual fee that you would pay, which it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just that they have an annual thing. CD Baby doesn't. So if it's 99 cents, I think the aggregator, between the aggregator and the platform, they would probably get maybe 10 or 15 cents from your 99 cents. Now, don't quote me on it, but it's kind of like, it's kind of like they're there, and then you get the balance as the artist or the publisher or the songwriter. You get the balance there from that. I will have to see what the TuneCore one is and what